Hi guys and welcome back. This new video, which is the third one of this mini series of the kitchen installation. I split those videos in 3 parts because it was too long to show in one video, and so if you didn't saw the previous ones, check out in the description below, there will be the link for them. So in this one you will see the installation of the fridge section of the kitchen with the stovetop, the induction stovetop, and with this one the kitchen is almost done. So let's get into it. So I think now it's time to bring in the second half of the kitchen, which is this one with the fridge and the stovetop. As you can see here, I did already make a hole to bring the 220 that was already behind the partition wall, ready for the induction cooktop. And I still need to bring in the 12 volt for the fridge, because the fridge is a Dometic and it's only 12 volt. I don't know why they are not working at 24 volts. Give me a second. Okay guys, it's the day after. I didn't film yesterday night because it was really dark. I worked till late, and let me show you what I did so far. So the fridge is here connected, the cabinet is mounted. I did install a 220 outlet here for the cooktop, which is there. I did it this way because I can in future remove it by just pushing from underneath the cabinet and taking it outside if I want to cook outside, you know. If I have maybe a outside table like here that can flip down or up, probably like this. So having a table here, I can remove the induction, place it here and cook outside. When there is a good weather, you know, maybe you want to stay outside. So the fridge, it's working. I just connected. I still have to connect with this box everything else underneath there. Maybe because it was night and I was tired, I did something. I swear a lot. Totally my fault, but basically when I was moving the fridge from the workshop to the van, it just fell into the ground face down. It was an accident, totally my fault. So I checked before giving it power. It was fine inside. It has a little bit of a scratch here on the handle. I'm so pissed off about this, and it cracked here on the vent and a little bit over there. Nothing else, just a little scratch, you know. Everything works fine. It is what it is, you know. I cannot go back in time, so I will look into the price of the plastic here to see how much it is to replace it, or maybe the handle, because it's aluminium. You know, it's life, shit happens. So I'm not taking things too seriously, and let's just move on. So right now, before I can place the fridge inside and screw it in, there is like 2 screws on each side to secure it. I need to mount the top, because otherwise I cannot screw the top to the frame. But the top is not ready yet. The paint is still fresh. I need to wait until tomorrow. And of course there is still the second half of the countertop that will be like connecting these two and flipping over when I'm not using, so I can open the door. And so it will be a cover for the glass of the induction to protect it. In the night when I'm sleeping or when I leave the van, I can actually leave it open like this. So it's another layer of safety, because you cannot open the door if there is a piece of, you know, countertop here. There is a lock here, but you know, never enough. I don't know what kind of hinges to use here. I'm trying to use those barrel hinges, but I still have to experiment a little bit, because it's difficult for me to know where exactly to make the hole to place them. I have to test on some scrap wood to see how, you know, how to install them. If I will be unsuccessful, I will just use a piano hinge probably and make things more simple. But hopefully it will work. See you tomorrow when I'm going to finish this. Okay guys, so I just brought in the countertop here for the induction cooktop, which is here. It's actually been 2 days since the last clip. Why? Well, let me show you. Basically, I went ahead and did more on the electrical system. Didn't drill the hole here. I connected this flexible drain pipe. Still need to mount collar here to make it stronger so it stays fixed on the wall. I installed the mixing valve here for the shower. Basically here it will be connected the shower, which is this little guy with a 4-meter long hose. That's why there is also a ball valve here for safety. Cold water, hot water, and then you just choose the temperature you want. Today those are going to be connected with flexible hose like this, but longer, to those two, and then here it's finished. I connected all the DC stuff in here and the 220 in here. There is a relay in here for the electric water heaters, 2 plugs, one for the boiler because it's under the relay, and the other one it's 220 for the UV light, which this one, as you can see, there is power right now. Still empty, nothing, it's filled up with water because I'm waiting for the 2 flexible hoses to connect this one. Then I place it with double-side tape here on the countertop, this outlet and this one. This one has a switch to turn on light. Right now it's just sitting there because this one will be mounted under the upper cabinet. And then I made another one. So this one is connected via switch and via my electronics, so I can dim the light if I want using my phone. Underneath the toe kick there is another one. Can you see this? Which I'm going to connect inside here. This is the cable for it, and then I screw in here a little rubber stop for the door, so when it's going to open, it's not going to touch the wood and ruin it. And the same rubber feet. I basically installed 4 of those under the induction cooktop because like this I'm going to place this one inside here, flush to the countertop, but then I can remove it because it's not glued. There is just those clips that it's going to hold everything. I can push it up from the cabinet right here, take it down and cook outside if I want. And lastly, there is this UV tag sensor that I'm going to place probably right here on the wall, so it's going to measure the ambient temperature of the living space. Okay, so let me finish this one so I can fix and place the fridge. Oh, I did another thing here. If you can see, I've been able to make those holes with I made a template with my CNC machine, so I could make those all exactly the same and in the right position here and in the other piece of countertop that's going to close and open here. But I will show this one later because I still need to modify a little bit, probably also the length. You know, it's going to open right here. It has 2 locks that's gonna go in here, so I need to drill 2 holes right here, so it's gonna hold a little bit of weight, not too much because those hinges are not made for holding weight. That's why I made 5 of them. So okay, enough talking, let's do something. Today it's kinda hot, finally, I would say. Good. Go all the way in. It's gonna be too much. Okay, everything looks good. There is no power because probably the inverter is off. Let me check. Now I have the screen. So many beeps. That means that this has power right now. Perfect. Still need to try to make some dishes, but I mean, as you can see, I installed the stove as far as possible, so I have this space right here to use it for when I'm cooking, you know. The fridge as well, it's working. I just need to give it a clean. As you can see, the drain for the fridge, I routed behind the partition wall. I make a hole on the floor of the van and routed down outside of the van. And yeah, I have here ESP8266 that I'm programming. It's an original Lolin D1 Mini version 4. I don't know if you can see this one. And I'm going to install this right down there for the toe kick light, which is gonna be a pixel V light, so I can make some fun stuff with that. Probably I will use it most of the time for an ambient lights, warm and soft light for the night. For sure I'm gonna install another one on the ceiling somewhere. I don't know if it's gonna be around the upper cabinet of the kitchen or the upper cabinet over the bed, and they're going to be working together. Okay guys, I think for this one it's enough. I'm gonna try later to install this piece of the kitchen, the countertop that is going to flip over the stove. Not sure about that. If I'm going to be successful, you will see it in the next video. So as always, thank you for watching. If you wanna keep up with the build, please consider to subscribe or at least give me a like so I know you like the video. Couple of hundred people new here, so thank you for being here. I'm gonna try to give you as much as knowledge as possible. Still my first van build, but if there is something that you can learn from me or from my mistakes, that's why I'm here. Ok, bye! E ciao per tutti gli italiani che sono arrivati grazie al video di Vanapian. Benvenuti anche a voi! Anyway, see you tomorrow. My God, it's really hot. Can't believe it. So, yeah, can you see me? Pass over. Okay. Sorry, I forgot the microphone in the jacket.